So when you see Keller and I with cigs out of our mouth, just mind your own business.
Yeah, mind your own business.
She's in her smoking era.
Yeah, I am not in my smoking era. Girl, I have asthma.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of the Parking Lot Dreamer podcast. I'm your host, Hope Blanchard, and today we're joined by my good friend, Keller Rae Hudson. Welcome to the van, Keller.
Hello, I'm excited to be here. It looks great in here. I've never been in one of these vans, but I've followed so many van life like YouTubers and stuff that I'm just like excited to be in the space.
This is what it looks like. This is way cleaner than the reality. You'll have to come over sometime when it's super messy.
Yes.
But yeah, it's addicting to watch on YouTube, for real.
I'm obsessed with it.
Don't watch too many or you'll end up like me. You were just on stage at the Barefoot Country Music Fest.
I was. I flew back a couple days ago, so I'm still like recovering from it because it was super busy. We played 2 shows every day of the festival, and we were trying to kind of bring like writers rounds from Nashville to a country music festival.
That's
so I was
awesome.
up there with my friends, and we were going in like a round, very Nashville style, but it was really cool. I got to meet some of the other artists that were there too, so it was just a great thing to be a part of.
That's amazing. Was it the same 2 stages every day?
It was every stage but the main stage.
Okay.
So we were on all the little side stages between like the main act. So it's like whenever one of those would get finished, all the people would flood to like one of our stages, which was pretty cool.
That is really cool, yeah.
But yeah, it was like a good first music festival.
Heck,
and I met some really
yeah.
great people.
And that's did you say it was in New Jersey?
It was in Wildwood, New Jersey, which I have been in New Jersey, just like never the coast at New Jersey. And so it was interesting. It was wild. People were wild. They're like true country music fans.
Oh.
Like, I mean like truly diehard country music fans in New Jersey, which I appreciate, but it was...
You would never expect that though. Like,
no.
I've been trying to explain to everyone that like Massachusetts, which is right nearby, has the best country music fans like in the world.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, up there? Like, there's no way.
No.
But seriously, they are like dedicated. They love it.
Yeah, one of the girls who was actually in the round with me, she's from Massachusetts near Boston.
Yeah.
And she just super country voice and does country music as well. And she was telling me the same thing. So it was surprising because I'm from South Carolina and everyone
right, you're from
the
like
South
the actual
like,
country.
Yeah. And so we're all country music fans, but you go up there and they're like, I've been waiting for this all year. I'm so excited. And like, I'm like, okay, yes, exactly what we need. So
literally, like energy cannot be matched.
No, absolutely not.
So speaking of fans in country music, ChartBreakers?
Yes. Okay. So I was on this TV show, or I will be on this TV show. It hasn't aired yet. It's airing in the fall. It's called ChartBreakers, and it is basically about the songwriting process in Nashville, but turned into kind of like a competition format.
Okay.
So basically the premise is just to show people that songwriters exist. And, you know, songwriters, they kind of get I can't cuss on here, can I?
You can say whatever you want. The shit end of the stick?
Yeah, that's
is that
what
what
I
you're
was
going to
say. I was like, they kind of get the shit end of the sticks. And so it's kind of just showing people that they are the basis of the song and what it's like to be a songwriter in Nashville, plus some like other I don't know what to explain because I'm like under an NDA, but like I'm
Keller's
super
under
excited.
An NDA.
I know, like that's so official of me.
Flex. Such a flex.
I'm like, it was so much fun, and anything to kind of show people, especially like I'm from a very small, not super small, but a hometown that is not in the industry in Nashville. And so explaining what songwriting is, what the process is like, what a publishing deal is, and like showing that process on a bigger platform is just an honor. So I'm excited for people to see it.
That is so exciting. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it too. It's supposed to be coming out in the fall. So hoping, fingers crossed.
Look for it.
For the best.
Look for it. Okay. And then tonight, so as you guys are watching, it will already be out. But in real time right now, Keller has a new song coming out at midnight. called
Yes.
I Don't Smoke Cigarettes.
Yes.
Are you excited? How are you feeling?
I'm so excited. It's like a new era of music for me, and I feel like this past year of my life has just been like creating and doing the songwriting process and finding a producer that I clicked really well with, and like just kind of finding the people that make the songs. And so it's so exciting to me to just be like putting out so much music that I'm so proud of, and not to say that I wasn't proud of like whatever I put out in the past, but it's like,
there's different eras, and you know, all an artist can hope for is to be constantly improving. So
exactly.
it's not like negating what you've done in the past. It's just like, okay, that was a time, but I'm really proud of what I'm doing now. You know?
And like yeah, I feel like also like being in your 20s, you're changing all the time. So it's like your music also should be kind of changing all the time and growing with your audience.
Like hopefully,
hopefully. But yeah, I'm excited about it. Excited for it to be out. It's been a long time coming. So very excited.
I love it so much, the snippets you've been posting. And then I think that's the one that you showed us a little bit of in our last co-write. So it sounds really, really good. You guys should definitely go listen because it's out now. It's not like Keller's other stuff.
Yeah.
And I love Keller's other stuff. But this is, like
it's a new era.
It's a new era.
And I'm so excited about it.
She's in her smoking era.
Yeah, I am not in my smoking era. Girl, I have asthma. Like, really bad asthma.
She said, I don't smoke cigarettes, Hope.
Yeah, I actually don't smoke cigarettes. That's actually how the idea came about. So I wrote it with my good friend and mentor, Emily Falvey. And it was like a really special write because we had this mentorship all semester. I'm a Belmont grad. I just graduated Belmont a couple months ago. And so she was there for my last semester, which was crazy with the show and school and writing and getting ready to put out music. So it was like a crazy time period. And we kind of ended the mentorship with this write. And she was like, do you have any ideas? I was like, yeah, I have this like, I don't smoke cigarettes, so like don't treat me like one. I was like, yeah, I have like horrible asthma and like a thing for guys in bars. And she was like, okay, let's write it, girl. So with her and then my producer, Mitch Crago, I made it happen. And so it's a really special song for mainly the people that were involved.
Yeah,
so.
I think it'll be a special song for everyone. It's super good. You sound banging.
Yes,
like,
thank you.
Like when you showed me the little snippet before, I was like, Keller, you've never sounded better. So I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. I feel like through the years and stuff and being in Nashville, you kind of find where your range sits and like what writers you need to surround yourself to kind of pull the best out of you. So I feel like finally I've kind of found where I'm supposed to be sitting vocal-wise and production-wise.
And it's never what you expect either.
No, never.
Like you go in thinking like, oh yeah, I sound better on low stuff or I sound better on high stuff. And then it's like total opposite, not what you think. And then you're writing songs that you didn't think were me. Like, did you, when you were writing like Buy a Cowgirl, right? That's the name of it. Would you ever think that you would have a song called I Don't Smoke Cigarettes?
No, not at all.
See?
I have like 3 different songs out with like 3 different eras of my life, which I all like very much appreciate. And some of the writers on those songs are like my best friends. But I'm just like now in this space in my career. It's like growing up. I'm maturing. I'm not smoking cigarettes.
Not smoking cigarettes. Yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, when I'm just kidding. That rasp.
I was just talking to Mitch about this the other day. I have never smoked in my life. Like,
me neither.
Not vape, not weed, not anything. Like nothing. Okay. And I was like, but like sometimes when I'm sick, I kind of like the rasp. So I'm like, that's really in right now. Like maybe. What if?
What if?
So when you see Keller and I with cigs out of our mouth, just mind your own business.
Yeah, mind your own business. We shot a lot of this content at Springwater, which is like right near the local. And it's like the divest dive bar you've ever seen. Like no one's in there. It's like some band you've literally never heard of and will probably never hear of again. It's like literally like so smoky, crazy. But anyways, we went there and I had never been there. And I have never brought a pack of cigarettes either. So I went to the gas station with my roommate and I was like, can I get a pack of Camel Blue?
Oh my God.
I was like, my parents would be so mad at me right now. And then I went there and
you feel like bad. You're like, oh my God, like what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
like,
I had to get her to light it for me. Like that was like how bad it was.
I did a like a what if type video for Daddy's Issues where like I imagine if I did have daddy issues in the lyric video, and I put cigarettes in a birthday cake, and I was like, what type of cigarettes do I get? Like, how do I ask for these at the store? Like, I don't know how to light it. It was like a whole situation. So I get it.
Yeah, it was a whole ordeal, but I felt really cool doing it.
Yeah.
So, holding a cigarette, you feel so confident.
You feel so confident. You're like, I am that girl.
I am that girl.
It's okay, Keller. You are that girl. Been that girl. Always will be that girl.
Thank you. It's not the cigarette.
It's not the cigarette. It's you. And your outfits?
Yes.
Okay. What is going on with your necklace? I'm obsessed.
Okay, thank you. I thrift like 99% of all my clothes.
Yes.
And so most of this outfit is from Anaconda Vintage. Shout out to them. They're in East Nashville, and I go there for like literally everything.
Wait, can we go sometime?
Yes, we need to go. It's like this and then Buffalo Exchange. I'm always in there too. And I feel like they're so used to seeing me at this point.
They're like, it's her again.
Literally. But yeah, planning my outfits like in advance and like laying stuff out, and I take pictures of it, and I'm like, this is for day 1 of the festival, this is for day 2 of the show. And
that is so smart.
I'm so into fashion and into visuals that it's so important for me. If I don't like feel good in my outfit, it's not gonna be a good show.
It's not gonna be a good me and my t-shirt right now, but you know what,
please, it's so cute though. I love it. Is that from CMA?
Yes, it is. Okay. It's the eagle one.
I almost got that one. That's so funny.
I just thought it was so like,
it's vintage.
It's just enough tacky that it's like,
it's
okay,
camp.
Cool girl. It's camp.
It's camp.
I love it so much. I've worn it way too much since the festival. Did you go to CMA Fest?
I did.
Oh yeah, I literally saw you there.
No, it's okay. I was hungover probably when we saw each other. So I also saw one of my friends there that he went to BCMF with me, and I had to like fully apologize for the way that I didn't hear him. I was walking up to, I think it was like the Megan Mullally show, and so many people were there, and I was so overwhelmed anyways, and I was walking, and he was like, Keller, and I was like, who is, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like I was just, headache gone, like not there, like it was just, CMA Fest was so fun though.
Gone. Keller's like walking down the street like, nobody look at me.
No one look at me. I have sunglasses.
Nobody look at me.
I was like, if I ever act like that, it's probably because I was just up too late.
I was up too late, or I'm hungover, or both.
Probably both. If it's CMA Fest, no.
Yeah, that was so fun. That Megan show was like so inspiring, wasn't it?
It was.
I couldn't believe how packed it was.
I couldn't believe it either. I mean, she's like blown up, and I've been a fan since Hair Salon. So watching her just like climb the ladder and get to where she is, it's been crazy.
It's so crazy. We were on a road trip recently, and I was showing Mitch some of her older stuff, and he was like, it's so crazy how she just like exploded out of nowhere. And I'm like, well, yes, but no. I was like, she, had a lot of industry attention before Tennessee Orange. Like, I remember Fix You Too and Hair Salon. Exactly. I saw all of that all over my Instagram feed, and I was like, this girl, she's going to do it. And she did. She did. I expected it to be packed, but like, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was like so packed. And I feel like I got there like kind of early because Zach Top was playing like right before Megan. And so it was like we were sprinting from Zach Top, and like there was a 30-minute interval. So I was like super early. So I barely got a spot.
I was there like I think an hour early because I was like, okay, this is going to be crazy. Yeah. And I want to be able to see her. Like I really want to. And so I was there like an hour early, and it was already packed. And you knew that they like, yes, I'm sure they enjoyed the other artists because I also enjoyed the other artists. But they were in their Megan Maroney shirts. Like, they were there.
They were there.
Hours earlier.
Yeah.
I was able to get in the front, but there were so many people I couldn't see. So I moved, like, back to stand on one of the hills.
That's smart.
Who was your favorite person you saw at CMA Fest?
Probably Lacey K. Booth. I'm a huge fan of her. I love her new stuff. I love her style. I'm just, like, obsessed with her. So getting to see her, I think she's on, like, the Good Molecules stage. But we got, like, pretty close. And she sang my favorite song, Bill, which is like not like a deep cut off of her album, but it like kind of is. And
you like didn't expect her to play that
for me.
You're like, this is for me and me only. Everyone else can leave. Yeah, I saw. I got to see Kylie Morgan, which was so cool to see her up there do her thing. And then I think one of my other favorites was there's this new girl group called Just Jane Music.
Okay, yes, I know Taylor.
Yes, yeah.
I
So
didn't get to see them.
It's Taylor Edwards, Rachel Wiggins, and Jillian Steele. And they were so good, Keller. Yeah. Like, they were dancing. Like, it was so choreographed. Cool. It was, like, so killer. And they sounded amazing.
That's so cool. Yeah, I meant to say, I don't know who was performing at the same time or where I was, but I got coffee with Taylor recently, and I've been following her, and her aesthetic is so cool.
Yes.
And I've been seeing her promote this, like, girl group, so I should have been there, but
yeah, no, it was so good. Yeah, everything Taylor does, and the other girls too, I really like them. But yeah, Taylor's aesthetic is so cool. Good. So when I saw that, you know, they were all doing this, I said, nobody has done that recently. Yeah. And so I think it's so cool and so smart, and they really did a good job. So that's cool. Yay, CMA Fest.
Yeah, literally.
Woo! I'm so excited for next year.
I'm excited for next year too. And like, you know, I love like being like a fan and everything, but like,
maybe we'll play next year.
I would love to play. Like, just putting it out into the universe, just manifesting.
The way I'm gonna have to clip this when you get a stage.
Please, like, send this to you. I'm manifesting.
Okay, so segment time. Yes, we like to have fun little segments. The first one is called Road Rage. So, Keller, in the past couple weeks, what is something that is just driving you mad? Rant about it for a second.
I am like such a planner. And so I feel like I need to get out of this habit, because like being a musician, anything could happen and you need to go with the flow and like whatever. But I feel like if I don't know the plans at least like a week in advance, I'm just like, what? Like, and if something like changes like dramatically, I need to get better at it. But like, I'm go with the flow whether or not I like it or not. But it's just like, I'm such a planner that if like something goes off schedule, I'm like, why? Literally, why? But
yeah, no, I feel that in my bones. I'm absolutely the same way. It's like, if we make a plan to go to Target, yes, and then the grocery store, and we go to the grocery store before we go to Target, I get so like irrationally frustrated.
Not that.
Like, I don't know why I'm like that. Please. If you're a therapist watching this, please tell me what's wrong with me. But like, seriously, I just get so like uncomfy. It's like I planned in my head. And like now that I'm medicated, just
like ever so slightly.
It's a lot, like, I think it's just anxiety, and it's a lot better now, but I do still get like in my head like, ugh.
Yeah, and like what's worse to me is like if it's my fault and I have to cancel something. That's the one that bothers me the most. It's never as much like other people, because I'm like, oh, they have their own schedule. Perfect, I could be doing something else. But it's like today I stayed up last night making this visualizer for I Don't Smoke Cigarettes, and I was up until like 3:30, and then me and my friends were supposed to go to like some event tonight for Song Suffragettes, and I was like super excited about it. Then I woke up and I was like, girl, like I'm also going to the Bahamas next week, so I'm like, I gotta pack, I got a song coming out, I just did this visualizer for my mental health, I need to stay home, like have so much fun, guys. But I felt so bad for canceling, but I'm like, you have to take time for yourself.
But at least it's like an event. You know what I mean? And there's other people going. Like, so I think it's important to, if your mental health is like, hey, can't do this.
Yeah, I can't do
this.
Yeah, literally. I feel like that's the biggest thing. It's not like it's a
co-write that you were like, hey, actually not coming. Like,
yeah, literally.
It's like an extracurricular type vibe, you know?
It's like it would probably be really good for me, but also like knowing when to like say no and step back if you're not going to be the best version of yourself, like that's way more valuable than just going and like being halfway there. So
I so needed to hear that, Keller.
Yeah.
Because like in Nashville, networking is such a big thing.
It is.
And I will kick myself for not like a normal human would be like, nah, I don't feel like going out tonight.
Yeah.
And I get so in my head like my whole career depends on
it's like FOMO.
My whole career depends on going to this Song Suffragettes show tonight.
Literally, like,
and
that's
it's like
in
because
my brain.
and then I go like, oh, because you're tired, Hope, you're gonna give it all up because you're tired. And it's like, girl, it is not that serious.
Yeah, no,
it's not that serious.
Literally. Like, in my head, it's so serious, but also, I'm such a to-do list person, so I feel like just going down the line and, like, prioritizing things, and you only have so much time in the day, and that's my biggest rage, is that I wish there was more hours in the day, but there's so not. True. So you need to prioritize, like, what's best for you, what's best, actually, for your career and, like, your mental health, like, just prioritizing.
Have you ever just, like, fully broken down because of this?
Yeah, no, especially in college when I was like in school, working a full-time job, also being a writer, like my schedule was stretched so thin. And I just like, I think my breaking down period was when my mom came into town and she kind of just shadowed me while I was doing my normal day. And I felt like I just wasn't spending enough time with the people that I love and that would come into town and like my friends and my family. And I'm like, girl, where are your priorities? But yeah, I was driving in the car and she's like, hey, so not to have an intervention, but you need to take like 30 minutes before something and 30 minutes after and give yourself enough time, because I was just rushing from one thing to the other, to class, to work, to like my internship, and I was like, it was crazy. School was crazy. Like, I would never want to go back there.
She's like, I would never wish that upon my worst enemy.
Go Bruins, but girl, like, oh my God. Bruins, I was like so stressed, but that was my breakdown period, so we're out of that, but enough time is so needed.
I mean, obviously you're managing it better because, you know, you made that decision to not go tonight, so.
Yeah, I feel like what really brought me out of this, like, planning, breaking down escapade was the show. Because I was filming for...
You could not plan anything, right?
Yeah, you couldn't plan anything, and the producers and the head of the show, they would just come on and they would tell you what you're doing that day, and you just had to go with it. And then after the show, it's been like, well, you know what? You never know what could happen. Right. And so I feel like, honestly, that was, like, put into my life for, like, hopefully, you know, really great career reasons, but also to teach me, like, you cannot plan everything, and you need to be able to go with the flow a little better than like you have been doing. And luckily I graduated after filming was wrapped and everything.
Dude,
and so it was like
busy.
Yeah, it was like great timing, because after I graduated I was like, oh, perfect, like weight off my shoulders.
Yeah, seriously. Do you feel that way? Are you like,
I do.
I'm done?
I love my music classes, and I'm still so close with my professors, and so thankful for like the friendships that I made and the connections that I made. But the school part, the biology, the like ILC classes, like the crazy stuff, I was like, oh, I've never been a school person, and I'm still doing this and balancing like 2 other jobs. So it's like,
I understand how important education is. Says me, who did not even apply to go to college.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, you may have made the better decision. Like, I did learn, you know, not to go into this, but and as artists, I'm sure you understand this, but it's just like fast fashion as artists and stuff, and how much that affects the environment, and like merchandise, and if that doesn't sell, where does it go? And a lot of environmental stuff was like learned in biology and what actually happens. I did like my end of the year project on that, so I did it on like my merch and where that goes if I don't sell it. And so it was helpful for me to know like the impact that I'm making on like the environment and like the world. So I tried to,
so true.
Yeah, I tried to like relate it to my career as much as I could, but it was hard. It was hard to relate biology to your career.
Wow. Okay, so she's smart, and you need to go buy her merch so it doesn't end up in a landfill.
Please do, you know.
buy her merch. It's literally bad for the environment to not.
Exactly. And thrift your clothes. Buy my merch and thrift your clothes. So.
I'm dead. Okay. Directionals segment. Where are you going next? What is happening?
Okay, so lots of things. I'm trying to think. I'm doing a lot of shows that I can't announce quite yet because they're not like fully ready to be announced. Yeah. But I'm trying to think of other things. I'm releasing my debut EP in the fall.
Yay!
And hopefully the show is going to come out in the fall.
I was just going to say that's going to line up beautifully. Hopefully.
I know, and my next single was actually on the show. And so I'm going to go ahead and release that. And it's like the kickoff to this EP, which I've never been more like, this is my baby and my life.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
And so it's like 5 songs that are names of women in my life who have been very influential to like make me the woman I am today. It's called Roll Call.
The way I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
The way I'm going to cry. I love that, Keller. Did you come up with that whole concept when you were on the show? Or
So I wrote a song called Jane's Fence on the show, but I ended up calling it Jane and putting it out just as Jane, just because all the other songs were just one name. And so I was like, just for consistency reasons, we're going to do that. But my friend Jenna actually came up with the idea for roll call. And so I'm so thankful for her because she creative genius. But
shout out Jenna
for that. But,
you're a legend.
You are a legend. But yeah, she helped me with that. And we've just been kind of writing towards that idea for the past year.
Yeah.
Or since the show, at least.
That is so cool. So who is Jane?
Jane is it's not her actual name, but it's kind of representative of like, you know, when you go on Instagram and you're like happily married and everything and engaged and whatnot, but you're not engaged. What? You're
happily married and engaged.
You're happily married and still engaged. What? I don't even know the terms. But I've just been going on Instagram a lot and seeing like people, you know, settle down and get married and like kind of find the one, and also like people in my hometown questioning kind of what I'm doing and not belittling it, but also like just not understanding.
Yeah, fully just being like, what are you doing?
Like, what are you doing again? Like,
songs.
How are you getting paid? And I'm trying to explain this. And that's why I'm so thankful for this show, is to like, this is how songwriters make, a little bit of money. I mean, we're not making that much money, but
this is how songwriters make a fraction of a penny.
So true. This is how we make like 0.007 cents on Spotify. But yeah, it's just like kind of not a comparison of myself to those women, but it's also a thing of like, I respect, you know, the way that they've lived their life, but mine's not any less, you know, important or like less, I don't know, I guess respected.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the theme of the whole EP, is just women that I knew and grew up with and how we've went different paths, but also I respect what they're doing. And I love that. Yeah, I'm just so excited about it. I would never shut up about it.
Good.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to hear it. I think that's the one that you sent me, right?
Yes, I sent you Jane.
Okay, perfect.
I'm so excited.
So we like to do this segment called Test Driving a Song. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn on the radio and we're going to connect to Bluetooth, and you guys are going to get to listen to a little snippet of Keller's new song, Jane, which is not out yet. So it's a treat.
Yes. It comes out so soon though. So I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for you. When does it come out?
I would say, so I haven't set an exact date yet, just because I'm waiting for, you know, everything else to kind of align with this EP. I also shot one of my first music videos for it, which a lot of people don't know either. So I drove to Atlanta.
We're getting a good podcast episode. She's really like, okay, let me just give you all the tea.
Let me just give you all the tea, since we're in the van. But
I mean, why not?
Yeah, right? I drove to Atlanta recently with my roommate, who helps me literally with everything. Shout out Annalie. Like, I would not be the artist or person I am without you. But yeah, we drove to Atlanta and we shot a music video for Jane, and then we shot one for a song that's coming out all the way in the winter. So I am lined up with songs.
She said, I am locked and loaded and I am ready.
Yeah, but my parents got to be a part of this video. And they're in like the beginning scene of like sending me off to Nashville. And
stop, the way I'm going to cry.
Yeah, I'm so excited about so
did it make you emotional, like watching it back, like seeing it happen, like when you're in it actually doing it, you don't see it, but then watching your parents and yourself drive off, like, does that make you so sad?
I definitely like felt some of the same feelings I did when I actually like left for Nashville, and I'm editing the full thing like myself to have creative control and everything, so I'm seeing all of this. Thank you. So maybe I'll put out some bloopers since I do have them, but there were a lot of like funny things where I was like, I can't take myself seriously right now.
Right, seriously.
It was like the pre-bangs era too, so I look a little different.
Speaking of, I'm obsessed.
Yes, thank you.
They're so cute. I love them.
I look exactly like my mom, but
oh, do you really?
I do. She literally has the same exact hairstyle, but
it's so cute.
When I was done filming, I was like, you know what? I need a change.
Yeah, because you couldn't like change anything, right?
Yeah, and so I was like, I need something. I've always wanted bangs, and I grew up a dancer too, so I wasn't allowed to have anything that was short, because we all had to have the uniform like slick back look. And I was like, you know what would like really be a change? Bangs.
And they're like back right now.
They are. Thank you, Miss Sabrina Carpenter, for bringing those back.
No, literally, I went to my hairdresser and I was like, listen, I love Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah,
and I've been wanting to do, well, when the whole curtain bang trend was going on, like on TikTok, I wanted them so bad, but I was scared to commit. And I also have a cowlick up here. So bangs, when I was a kid, I would get my bangs cut and they'd like wet them down, you know?
Yeah.
And when they would dry, because I have that cowlick, it always looked like craft scissors. So I was like, I'm never getting bangs ever again. Like, not happening. And I hated them when I was a kid. And now I'm like, cut it up.
Yeah, like, I'm like, maybe. Because, like, I had to take, like, 2 full weeks to make sure they set. And you saw them, I think, like, the first week I got them. And
they look really cute. Like, it baffles me that you were just like, do it.
Like, I've
gone for 2 hair appointments now, and I did the curtain bangs, and then I was like, okay, I think we can go like a little shorter this next time.
Yeah.
It's one day, maybe I'll have a few wispy pieces,
just
but
do it.
But the fact you're just like, yeah, just do it.
I mean, the thing that really, I think, pushed me off the edge to get bangs was this new release of music. I was like, I want something to distinguish, like, the look I had when I released something prior, and then to what I'm releasing that I'm so, so proud of, and associate, like, this era with, like, how I look right now. And so...
New hair, new era.
New hair, new me. Not to be that girl, but I will.
But I will be that girl.
I will be that girl.
I will always be that girl. You know something's happening or in the works when we change our hair.
So true.
We either got our heart broken,
true.
Or we're working on a project.
Oh my god. No, and I saw this thing on TikTok to where it was like, I think it was, do you know like Coco Moco? Or she like does like marketing on TikTok.
I think so.
Yeah, and she like predicts trends that are gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw this thing and she was talking about like the celebrity hair theory, and she was like, whenever celebrities,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like Chappell Roan did it when she dyed her hair like bright red. It was like she took off, and it was like Sabrina Carpenter when she got like the long like Hollywood look.
Then she like blew up. Yeah.
Taylor Swift, the bangs, took off. Like, and it was like, oh, like I need a drastic change. Or I need to invest in a wig. Like, it's like, it's like we got Dolly? 2 things here. Exactly. And Dolly, huge example. Why did I not say that?
But so like, okay, what's something that like one day you've always wanted to try to your hair? I've always wanted to go like burgundy, like maroon hair. I always will like edit photos and I just think it looks so good, but I'm way too scared to like actually do it.
Please. No, I think it would look good. I think you should do it. Like, I'm such a like instigator on hair stuff because I'm like, you should do it. Like, hair grows back, just do it. Like,
so true.
That's my mantra on things. But I've been bright platinum blonde before. And
have you really?
I have, and it was scary. I mean, not scary. Like, it didn't look bad, but it was like my eyebrows are so dark and my features are so dark that it was like such an interesting.
I went like bleach blonde once.
Yeah, it's just the college blonde.
I just said once. College blonde.
College blonde. It's like, everyone does it.
I didn't mean to go bleach, but I did, and I did look bad. Like, I'll show you a photo. Like, I looked
the
really bad. The
purple shampoo is purple shampoo.
like I looked really bad. Even my mom was like, "Oh, honey, like, why did you do that?" And it's like, okay. Absolutely, did I try and go blonder than I was supposed to when I was in high school because I wanted to be hot?
Exactly.
Yeah, I probably showed the hairdresser a photo that was more blonde than what my mom thought I was going to show her, but I did not show her this. Yeah. I did not show her a white head of hair. And then the purple shampoo wasn't purple shampooing, so it was like yellow and brassy.
No, it was brassy.
It was bad. I had it all of a week. Yeah, it was
horrible.
Even my like really good friends that you would think would just like lie to me and be like, "Oh, Hope." Like, I remember one of my friends, Adam, picked me up because we were gonna go get ice cream, and he was like, "Hey, this looks really bad."
You need to go to the salon.
But then I discovered this like ashy color that I love.
Yeah.
So all is
you look great
well,
now, so you must have figured it out.
Crazy. Thank you, Keller. Is there any like crazy color that you've wanted to do ever?
Crazy color? Not really, but I do want some like super long and luscious extensions one day. They're so expensive, so when I
they really
hopefully
are.
One day we hope like sign a record deal or something to where like we have like a styling team, I would love some extensions. But like other than that, not really any color. I think once I went back to my like natural like hair color, I was done dyeing my hair because it's so much upkeep and like
it really is.
And when I was blonde, I had to go back every like 6 weeks or something because my roots are so dark, and so I was just like, I'm done with it. So we're sticking with this hair color.
It's
but
so pretty.
Maybe adding some hair later.
Adding some hair.
We're gonna
sticking
add
with this
some
color,
hair.
but we're adding to
Yeah.
it. Okay, so this is the test drive segment where we're gonna listen to a little bit of a song that's not out yet. So this is Jane off of Keller's EP coming out in the fall called Roll Call. And here it is.
Yes.
It's so pretty.
Kitchen counter bills in a pile by the sink, but Jane, she settled like the dust in a storm with a brand new diamond ring. I moved bags to a big city and she moved boxes to a cul-de-sac. I guess growing up, 'cause you've got nothing better to do, it's the new black. I'm just the hair salon gossip wild child, the talk of this small town. The same won't have you been, and did you find one to stick around? No, but Jane can't keep her white fence. It looks so perfect when I'm driving right out of this town. Just married, still written on the car front. I'll be gone and buried before I find the one. So when this town could keep their 2 cents, that's when I want Jane's fence.
Keller!
I'm so excited about it.
I love that so
Thank
much.
you. I'm literally
That is so good.
pumped. Thank you.
I love that so much. I feel like the title they're going to see is Jane.
Yes.
Like, you said that it was called Jane's Fence.
It was.
And I feel like when I saw that was not what I was expecting. And I love that. I love when a
Yes.
song does that and you think that
Yeah.
like my brain was like, oh, okay, maybe it's going to be like, things look better on Jane's side of the fence. But I
Yeah.
love that it's like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
And that's okay to not want that.
Exactly, and it's like just as valid to not want that lifestyle. And I don't know, this was a solo write, and so whenever I write by myself, I get to like my most like deep, like vulnerable places.
Oh, same, because I never allow myself to like be vulnerable in that way.
Yeah, this is like the first time in a while that I feel like that happened, and so just to be putting that out in the world, especially the first single off of this Roll Call EP and releasing that, I think is just gonna set the tone for what the rest of it is, and I'm so excited about it. So
I love how acousticy and like airy it is.
Yeah,
it's really whimsical. Yes. I love it.
Thank you. It was on the show, and so on the show we were just guitar and vocal the full time, and I wanted to keep kind of that same sound, just so it was consistent. If you see it on the show, then you go to listen to it on Spotify, and it's kind of the
so
same.
Smart.
And also just because it's such a like deep and like personal song to me, I wanted it just to be like me and the guitar. And of course there's like a steel added in there later and like a violin or like some pads or something, but just that's the most acoustic one off of the EP. And so I was like,
awesome.
I'm gonna go out with that first.
It's seriously so pretty. You sound great.
Thank you.
Love the writing. I love that line, like something is the new black.
Oh yeah.
Getting married
like,
or
growing up like you have nothing to do is the new black.
Yeah, and that is so good.
It's a fashion reference, but yeah.
Just like
fashion.
No, I love that so much. So how many songs are on the project?
Let me literally, I don't even know at this point. We keep writing for it, and so I keep adding stuff. I think I want to do like a deluxe EP, but like, but like I really want to, because I have a couple boy names that I've written to. Like I wrote this song a couple days ago called Jasper, and I played it at the festival, and people really seem to like it, and it's really special to me. And so I'm thinking of just like adding that somewhere. But I keep writing these like first name.
I feel like that's a trend, because literally, I have a song coming out in, I think it's going to be August, but it's called Imogene.
Okay, yeah. So I love that.
What if Imogene and Jane come out at like
honestly, like do it. Like I'd be like, I would promote the podcast too and be like, oh, sisters. Like that's so funny. But I love like even when some of the all the names are mentioned in the songs that I'm putting on the EP, but some of the new ones that I've been writing, it's mentioned in the verse. Like the name is mentioned in the verse, and so it's been a fun like creative process. I don't know when I'll step away from the first names era, but I'm like enjoying it while it lasts, and maybe it'll be my thing. I don't know, but I think there are a total of 5 songs with the new one that I just wrote on the EP. A
5-song EP?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm pumped about it.
Have you shot like the cover art and like all the things?
So I'm shooting the cover art in a week for the EP, but I have all the covers for the singles that I'm going to release up to it. Yeah. Because we live in such a singles like society these days, it's important to release them, almost all of them, as singles beforehand.
And then leave like 2 to put on the...
Yeah, and just leave like 1 or 2 to put on the EP. But I think with how much I care about these songs too, I want them to all get their individual light.
Get their own time. Yeah, seriously.
I'm just like, I really am just going to enjoy putting this out because I've sat on these songs for so long, and they're so like personal, to the point where I'm setting up a hometown show right now, and I'm not scared for people to hear it, but also they're so like definitely what happened to me. Like definitely this is like, so they're gonna be my like, real story.
Like my name isn't Jane, but like that you wrote that about me.
Relatable. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm scared of. I'm like, oh, like yes, I definitely did. Like no hate, absolutely Jane no shade. Reveal. But like Jane reveal, that would be crazy. What if I did that on my TikTok?
Jane reveal.
Like, so me and Jane in the car showing her this song I wrote about her, but it's just like
oh my wait. That would like actually go viral, probably.
That'd be crazy. Or just get someone who's not even.
Get someone. I'll pretend to be Jane so you can get those views.
This is Jane.
Hey, I'm Jane. Get those views, queen.
Get those views. Anything for content.
Seriously, anything for content. Even I was just joking with Keller about the location of this podcast right now. I was like, you probably feel so sketched out that I'm just like, hey Keller, come record a podcast in my big white van. Like hey queen.
Yeah, and if I didn't know you before this for a while.
Hey pretty girl, come on over.
Yeah, I'd be like, Mom, so like this girl on Instagram, she DM'd me.
She's gonna be like, but like I think I'm gonna do it because I need some content.
Yeah, I need content. So I guess I'll go to the van.
Let me share my location. Oh my god. Okay, what song should we add to our drive time playlist? It can be an original, it can be something that you're vibing with right now. What is your favorite right now?
Okay, I gotta think about this.
Well, obviously add I Don't Smoke Cigarettes.
Obviously, I Don't Smoke Cigarettes. And then Jane is coming out so soon. So that one. And then if you like the first name thing, I mentioned Lacey K. Booth earlier. She has a song called Bill. And it's kind of like, I love how she did like the first name thing too. So it's like, add that to your playlist too. If you're into the first name thing.
I'm into the first name thing. We'll have Imogene on there too.
Imogene too. And it's just like, I'm so obsessed with the stuff that she's doing. But
wait, Keller, you should do like a, you know how you can have like an artist playlist show up on your Spotify? You should do just a whole... whole first name playlist songs. Do like Betty by Taylor Swift, Bill.
Love that song.
Like just a ton of, and then just like put yours like all throughout.
Okay, smart marketing queen over here. Not just podcast host, not just artist. She is also marketing queen. So
oh my gosh. Okay, so you've been sitting in this van for like an hour now. Mm-hmm. What do you think? Could you ever live in a van?
I honestly, like, not that it's like a tour bus, but like it's kind of like a mini tour bus. And I love traveling, and I don't know. I've always loved the van life videos so much that, like, there's been portions of my life where I've been like, girl, just get a van and go.
Just do it. Just do it.
Absolutely. Like, I would be so down to live in the van.
I will say I had to get rid of a lot of fashion.
Okay, yes. So
that would be a problem.
That would be a problem.
But here's the deal. I have to share closet space with Mitch.
Oh.
You would have the whole van to yourself right now.
True. Because it would just be like me and my dog. So.
And Ocean lives in here with me.
Oh. Okay, so you're sharing it with like two other people.
And Ocean is not a small dog.
Person.
Yeah, Ocean is basically a person. She's not a small dog. So it's 70 square feet back there. So
oh my God.
I was telling Keller, I was like, we'll have to have like a little girls' night sleepover or something, so she can live in the van for a night.
I'm so down.
That'd be so fun. Girls trip.
I'm obsessed. Girls trip.
Where's the first place you would go?
Trying to think. Either like back home maybe to like visit like family and friends, or this is a wild choice, but I went to Miami last year. It was so fun.
I'm taking the van to
Miami.
That is so it girl of you. Oh my gosh.
I love Miami.
No, that is so it girl of you. Most people would be like, I'd really love to go to Yellowstone National Park. And she's like, Miami.
No, Miami.
Hey!
Like, the hotel was the only expense there. So, like, I will not be paying for that.
I am dead. That is so funny, Keller. I love that so much.
Been in Miami. That's our next episode.
So true. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I had so much fun.
No, I love it.
Oh, y'all go stream I Don't Smoke Cigarettes and be on the lookout for Jane and the whole Roll Call EP. This is Keller Rae Hudson. Where can they follow you?
They can follow me on any social media. It's either under the name Keller Rae for all my artist stuff, or Keller Rae Hudson for Instagram and TikTok.
I love that. Go check her out. Bye, guys.
Bye.